So I want you to think about it like this. So if you're trying to attack a 2-3 zone, you want to think of it in three ways. So you got gaps. I want you to always think middle. And then I want you to think passing. Okay, so and then passing, there's like three things you can think of in passing. So pass fakes, you obviously feeding the middle. So I'm just going to put middle. And then the thing skips. So if you think of it in this sense, passing is one of the keys to zone, and we'll break down gaps in middle. But the first thing I want you to think about is passing, and how can you actually improve your passing in a zone? A lot of pass fakes because that gets the defense to shift over. And then my favorite thing to do is fake the pass to the wing, fake the pass to the corner, and then hit the middle guy. Right. And I use that. I not only do that with fakes with my upper body, but then I also do that with my eyes. So we can do that with my eyes. I can do that with my body. But then obviously I'm always trying to focus on the middle of the floor because that's the guy who's really going to be able to do what?
Score.
Okay, score. What else?
Does it collapse the defense?
He's going to be able to collapse everyone, but when everyone collapses, what's open?
To the middle, or
The three.
The kickouts.
Kickouts, right? And what's another word for kick out?
Skips.
Right, skips. Because if I'm on the left side, right, and I fake to the short corner and then I hit the middle, that guy will be able to skip the ball to the other side of the court easier, right, without it being a turnover. And then that's how you get really nice threes, really nice pull-ups, right? And you get the zone to shift over. So we'll watch this and how they're doing it. But same thing here. If I'm going here, right? My first thing is they're leaving the corner open. Maybe he's a bad shooter, whatever the case may be, but he's really kind of staying in between that passing lane. So maybe he can't give a straight line pass. And that's what zones like, honestly, good zones, they do this because this guy, he has to either pass it over the top, which that's going to give him enough time to recover, or he has to do like a weird ass pass, right? He can't do like a straight line chest pass because he's in the middle of that lane. Do you guys see that?
yeah,
So that's what they're doing. And of course, they're always trying to attack the middle. And this guy's just doing illustrations on how they're playing the zone with that. And they're forcing that shot. And honestly, what do zones want? They want that. Right? They don't want penetration because there's always like pretty much two guys guarding you. And they're gonna allow this like regular three. Like they're gonna have a hand up still, but like everything's clogged up and they're going to allow that fade away. They're going to allow that stuff. Right? Early contested threes. Like we'll live with that. You guys aren't Kevin Durant. You guys aren't whatever, Stephen Curry. So they're going to live with those contested shots, live with those contested pull-ups. And that's the whole point of a zone. Right? It forces you into an awkward position as an offensive player. Right? Like they're going to leave that open because it's contested. And that guy knocked it down, which is good. Then you got the 1-3-1 zone. So notice how this guy's really just playing both. So they usually have a two guard front on these offenses, and they're trying to leave the corners are the biggest gap, right? And then you have a baseline runner. But let's see how he breaks it down here. Right, so this guy has to play pretty much everything. Puts a lot of pressure on this guy. He has to be very fast to get out to the corner. But again, they're going to live with that corner three. And so you see, even on this one, they drop, they compress. And so that's why zones are so interesting because you can go from a zone to a man on man. You can go a 1-3-1 to a 2-3. And even now he made that shot, right? What are coaches thinking about this shot right here?
Contest.
Yeah, that's
Right.
like contested or
Yeah, like the coaches on Samford are telling their players like we're gonna live with that jab three. Because guess what? What do the percentages say? Now they're not on the screen, but I'm saying like what do the percentages say? Yeah,
it shows like how good they could shoot or not.
yeah. Because what do all colleges and varsity coaches have before games?
Scouting report.
They got a scouting report, right? So they're like, okay, number 3 is shooting 33%. We're gonna live with that one out of 3.
Mhm.
And so he's gonna make that jab 3 one time out of 3 shots. That's great for us. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because we're trying to play the whole game. We're trying to win games. We're not trying to like, and we're gonna force them into bad shots. And that's the whole point of defense. So then he's talking about key to zone offenses. So we already talked about the high post area. That's the middle, and this is actually really interesting how teams do this. Like, did you guys see how he filled it and he popped out to the 3, and then he filled his spot? Right, as
Oh
he's
yeah,
popping out, this guy's filling in, and what is that? Look at how much area it opens up because this guy's thinking, "Oh, he's popping out," but then he
that's
doesn't see him get into the middle.
yeah.
So then now it opens it up. Now he's wide open. You got the high-low option, right? But then this guy is really important because he's got to be able to face up, either kick out or hit him right quick for a bounce pass. And then notice that he just pass fake to the middle. Right? Draw a foul. High low, lob. He comes up. This guy's open. And then, but again, I really want you to, because you guys are guards. So like you're not going to be playing the high post area or the low area most of the time. And so what I really want you to study is this right here. Like number 4, he wants to get into the middle. He's a point guard. But what does he do first? Pass fake. He has to get this guy to shift over so he can
Yeah.
get that guy open. Right? And he did.
Mhm.
So he doesn't commit turnovers. And so if we go back here, and I actually kind of want to add something. So we got passing. So we got pass fakes, we have the middle, and then we have skips. But realistically, the skips are the middle guy's job, the high post area's job. Okay.
Mhm.
And honestly, instead of saying middle, like of course the middle is always going to be important, but I'm going to actually add something here instead, which is moving without the ball. Without ball. And so we can actually go back to here and see how people move without the ball. Even in this possession, I think it was this one right here. Yeah, this one. So when Herter, and this guy's an NBA player, he's on OKC right now, I think. When he passes to the big, right, what does he do?
He drops down to the corner.
Yeah, he drops down, right, to the wing or the corner so that his big can see him. Obviously his big, he should have passed it, but his
Yeah.
big decided to drive. But it's just like it's one of those things where you should always be looking to pass and cut, pass and move, pass and screen away, right? Whatever the case may be, but you just got to relocate.
Mhm.
So I think that's a huge key in zones too. So if we go back here, right? So move without the ball, passing, and then gaps. So we'll watch a little bit more of this video. Right here, and then see what else this video has for us. So of course we're always looking middle, but I really want you to understand too, where there's multiple options when you have a guy middle. And as point guards, you have to tell whoever's here, like, look middle, or sorry, you got to tell him look high low or look for the skip, because this guy rotated. He shouldn't have rotated. He should have stayed there, because then this guy should have rotated out. But if he stayed there, this big has to pass fake here and then skip to the wing for a shot. And then you got the high post jumper. So, like, if you guys are in the high post, this is what I would honestly want for you guys. Just like turn face shot. I used to love this shot when I was playing zones because it's right at the elbow. I mean, it's an 80% shot, especially for guys like Ray and Arnav, and like you, all three of you can hit that. And then now we got kicks, right? You get in the middle and then kick out to number 10 or kick it out to the corner. Right, look for the skip. Right, good pass fake there from the big. Now you got opposite wing. Yep. Right, now you're seeing how people in the middle can facilitate. And realistically, I think point guards do the best job at playing high post, but the problem is sometimes you need size at the high post.
Yeah.
Because, bigs, genuinely, I'm telling you, they make stupid decisions when they're in the high post. But if you can be like, if you're tall enough to still play in the high post, then I mean, I remember I used to do that when I was in middle school, even though I wasn't a big, but I was tall enough to kind of play both. Because decision making, like, that's the biggest gaps, right? Or that's the biggest thing. And then finally, we're getting into gaps, right? So drive gaps.
Yeah.
So notice how he split that, looking to pass. He has to, same thing, drive this gap, see if he can go over for a kick out. Even better option right there for a layup. Always trying to find middle, swinging the ball really quickly. Max 2-3 dribbles, looking for that cutter. Right. But this is where it's really tough because you guys are playing on you're playing a team sport. And so this is why I always try to empower you guys to be leaders on the floor. Right. Ray, we've talked about this plenty of times where it's not good enough now just to score 20. Right. And congratulations, Ray. Everyone clap it up for Ray. Hey, Ray had 20 recently. Okay, Ray. But either way, it's not good enough now to score 20, right? Number one, you got to get 40. And then number two, you do. I really want you to gain 40. That'd be cool. There you go. But number two, you have to not just be an individual performer, but you got to be a leader on the floor of, like, how can I get my team to work better together? How can I get them to be in the right spots? How can I get them to know how to attack this zone? Because you know this, right? Like, you can't score on your own with this against the zone. So you need at least, I mean, I would prefer having the whole team on the same page, but if you realistically, you only need like 2 or 3 guys on the same page to break a zone.
Yeah.
And so, but as long as the other guys can just shoot, okay, so you stay corner, don't do much. The high post guy you definitely need on your side. And then you need at least 1 or 2 guards to the point where, like, you can pass it and move it and they can make good decisions. So it's just about being a leader there and being smart and taking ownership on, like, how you want your team to pass the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, that was a good breakdown. So just to recap, guys, we'll show the whole thing. So you got 2-3 zone. How do we break the 2-3 zone? Right? We got gaps. We got move without the ball. We have passing. And then we can break down passing into pass fakes. We'll always look middle, and we're looking for skips. And then moving without the ball, we can break that down too. Right? We have drifts. We have lifts. And then we have cuts. Okay? And then with gaps, it's the same thing, but realistically, when you're attacking gaps, it's okay. I'm looking to score always because that's the first option. But if I, get a guy to shift, okay, I can look for my skips again. I can look for cutters. I can look for drop-offs to my big, right? But either way, trying to play off 2 feet, trying to use my pump fakes, pass fakes so that, I can draw a foul maybe. But either way, it's simple, right? It's not like I need a between cross. I don't need a double wrap. I don't need a fadeaway jumper here. No, I just need to play basketball the right way.
Yeah.
And that's what zones really force you to do. And you see who struggles against zones the most. What type of team struggles against zones the most?
The ones that don't play together.
Yes, that's true. What else?
The ones that can't shoot.
Ones that can't shoot. That's what I'm saying, Reese. What else? I was looking for this word. Athletic teams.
Athletic?
Yeah, because you neutralize their athleticism by having a 2-3 zone. If you're playing man to man,
Oh, it's like 1v1. Yeah.
yeah.
But,
I mean, think about it. If you have an unathletic team and you're playing against an athletic team, guess what's going to happen? They're just going to blow by their primary defender, and then your help side has a lot of stress on it.
Yeah.
But when you have 2-3 zone, you always have help side in a 2-3 zone. So your help side's never stressed. My thing is you don't really have primary defenders in a zone, right? You just have your area to cover. And so that's why zone can really be effective against athletic teams. But at the end of the day, just make sure you guys want to take a picture of this real quick before I hop take it off.
Yeah, I'll take a screenshot.
Yeah, take a screenshot. But that's how I would do it, and that's how you would want to break that down. But everyone, everyone got one?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. Okay. Well, other than that, guys, great breakdown today. Does anyone have any questions before we hop off?
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to let you know that I can't come to training on Tuesday because I got school tryouts. So.
No worries. Hey, let's go, Ray. School tryouts. Everyone clap it up for Ray right here. He's going to get it. Let's go. Let me know how those go, Ray.
I got you. Yeah.
And then, Ray, can you send me your 20-point game, by the way?
Yeah. Do you want like just the highlights or like the whole entire game?
Honestly, we can break down the whole game separately if you want, but for right now, let's just do the just send me the highlights. But I will say, like, and this goes for everyone, Arnav, Reese, Jericho. If you guys have a full game footage, like you guys just send it to me on school, right? Send me the link, the Google Drive link or the YouTube link, and we can break that down on the film call.
All right. Fall league starting up soon, so I should be able to get some film.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but yeah, Ray, just send me that. Send me that right now after we get off the call.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have any questions? Arnav, Reese, Jericho, you good?
I'm good.
All right, cool. Well, sounds good, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will see you guys next week.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, see you, Coach.
Bye, guys.